3 Nigeria Info. I am yours truly, Khaled Akrubatabo, and it's time for us to kickstart conversations on hard facts for today, the first edition of the week, right? And it promises to be really enthralling and of course very, very much interactive as well. Remember, you stand a chance to air your opinions on the issues that we will reel out on the show, starting with the big stories. Then the 4 o'clock hour would have a topical conversation. We will revisit the issue in Ikwere local government area, and then the 5 o'clock hour we will talk about 2025 budget in Rivers State. I mean, 2024 is still causing a lot of storm. Talk more about 2025. All right, that's the package for today. Of course, open season will come your way if we've got enough time, and we will do a recap and look at possible front page stories for tomorrow, and also stories that we could not take on the show today. All right, big stories. What do I have for you? Number one big story on the plate today. Let's see what's on the menu. Number one, the Rivers State government plans to present 2025 budget before the Victor Oko-Jumbo led assembly. That's one of the biggest stories in Rivers State at the moment. Now, we were told via a news report this morning that the governor says he is optimistic that the 10th assembly will give life to the 2025 budget proposal when it is submitted before them. Now, the governor said this while commissioning 2 community town halls and the flag off of the full-time tertiary scholarship and empowerment program by the speaker, loyal to his administration, Victor Oko-Jumbo, in Bunny local government area. Now, the governor, who was represented by the chief of staff of the Rivers State Government House, Edison Aye, said the state government will continue to collaborate and support the Rivers State House of Assembly to better the lives of the people of the state. In his remark, the Speaker of the Pro-Fubara lawmakers, Victor Oko-Jumbo, said the Assembly will not be distracted by the enemies of the state. He said the impeachment plot by the former lawmakers against the governor on the 30th of October 2023 was deliberately orchestrated but resisted by Rivers people. All right, so, the big story there is the 2024 budget is still, so much in the storm. And we're talking about the 2025 budget. We've got all of this court judgment as a result of the 2024 budget, from the Federal High Court in January to the Court of Appeal, now at the Supreme Court, and then another Federal High Court judgment that has gone to appeal. I mean, all of this because of the 2024 budget. I wonder what will happen with the 2025 budget. Anyways, I want to get your thoughts on that one. But let's quickly move now to the second big story. Still has got to do with Rivers State in all ramifications. And yesterday, I think over the weekend, the governor made another donation yet again to another church. Now, he was attending, I think he was attending a function. There was a celebration of life, if I remember vividly. And in that event, in that church event, he donated another 100 million naira. Now, on Facebook, I made a mistake and I put 100,000 because I was thinking of 100,000 at the moment. At the time I wrote it down. Actually, what we have been told is that it is 100 million naira. And this is what now, the third or the fourth, according to reports that I've seen on social media. This is like the fourth, church that is receiving donation from the Rivers State government. I want to get your thoughts because this has to do with public spending, not politics, not APC, PDP, or PD for Wike and PD for Fubara. No, not that. We're looking at it from public spending, taxpayers' money. We're talking, more importantly, spending because of the recent Federal High Court judgment, and it has brought to the front burner the issue of government expenditure. Really, really critical. We need to look into that in the state. And now that we also have the local government having financial autonomy, we need to look more than ever critically into the spending of it. So what do you say? I want to get your thoughts, what you make of that. However, it wasn't just the donation that made the highlights of that event. The governor said that the political imbroglio in Rivers State is divine direction. God is using the storm to get us to the promised land. Biblically, for Israel to get to the promised land, they have to go through the wilderness. So is saying that the storm, the political storm, the imbroglio, the troubles, the stormy weather, whatever it is you want to use to describe it, is all divine intervention or divine direction, taking River State to where it is supposed to be. Where it was supposed to be, or where we were traveling, was not where we were supposed to go through. But the divine direction through this political upheaval has taken us to where we are supposed to be, or we are on our way, according to the governor.
I also believe that what people are calling trouble is God's purpose for a new direction in our state. He has taken us right from the first day. Rather than get weak, we're getting stronger and bolder every day. And the secret is just one thing: show you that we will continue to uphold the fear of God in everything that we do. We want to finish our work, and our story will be those who led with the fear of God.
All right. You had the governor there. It is all divine direction. Once again, 100 million. My goodness. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on like here? Well, let's quickly touch the third big story. Still has got to do with public spending, but this time we're going to take a look at it from the national perspective. One of the new ministers, remember, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu shook his cabinet, I think 2 weeks ago, or was it 3 weeks ago? And that shake-up saw 7 new ministers appointed. 5 were asked to leave. Now, amongst the 7 ministers that were appointed, one has come out to say, I think the Minister for State Housing has come out to say his appointment was purely political. Now, we're talking about the size of the cabinet, right? We've said the size of the cabinet is large. We're talking about cutting down the cost of government. The other day, was it not the president who came out with a statement saying that ministers should not move with more than 3 cars and more than 5 police or security officials? And when asked, they said it is as a means to cut down the cost of governance. However, making an appointment basically because you want to make a political statement, is that not going against the move to cut down the cost of governance? Now, this minister who hails from Kano State says the intention, the mission is so that APC can retake Kano State that is now being governed by NNPP in 2027. All right, I really want to get your thoughts on that one. Really, I want to hear what you think, because I know I find that story striking. I don't know why it's striking, but it strikes me nonetheless to see that an appointment. I mean, we've always guessed, we've always postulated, we've always assumed and alleged that, appointments across the country, local government, state government, national appointments are basically political. But saying someone was appointed because of his political relevance and because of 2027, I don't know. I want to get your thoughts. But let's quickly take the story from the Nation newspaper. The caption: the mission is to ensure APC takes over Kano minister. And a very young-faced minister. I don't know how old he is. I'm still investigating, but he looks young, the pictures that I've seen. Now, the new Minister of State for Housing and Urban Development, Yusuf Abdullahi, on Sunday disclosed that his mission is to ensure the All Progressives Congress regains power in Kano State. He spoke with reporters in Kano during his homecoming after he was successfully screened by the Senate. Abdullahi, a former majority leader, speaker, an advisor to governor, stated with his appointment, the APC now has all it takes to take over Kano in 2027 general elections. Now, I quote him, just as seen on the Nation newspaper. My appointment, as you saw during the screening, is mainly for political reasons. APC had lost Kano State to the New Nigeria People's Party, and now APC wants to take over the state. The major problem is about Kano Central, and I am from Kano Central. Kano Central has the highest block votes with 65% of the registered voters. Unfortunately, there was no major appointment from Kano Central, but now that President Tinubu has appointed me from this stage or political zone, APC now has all it takes to regain Kano, he said. Okay. He also said, I wish to assure that as you can see, the warm reception accorded me come 2027, APC and President Tinubu will win Kano. This is my assurance to the President, inshallah. He said, I'm going to start visiting the project sites and all the other 13 projects for the Renewed Hope agenda of Mr. President. Therefore, I will work tirelessly to make sure all these projects completed in no distant time, even though some of them are at their early stage of construction. So we must thank Mr. President. Besides several appointments given to Kano State, the administration in its policy of the Renewed Hope agenda of the President has started 3,000 houses in each of the 12 states. Only 250 are given to each state, but Kano State has been allocated 500, and I'm going to see completion of the 500 housing project in the state, inshallah, the minister said. Okay, all right, so you had that appointments, basically for political reasons. Does that take us back to the previous appointments to see if they were also for political reasons? But beyond the rhetorics, beyond the arguments, critically looking at the role of the Senate in appointments, screening, critiquing, ensuring the right people, what we say, round pegs and round holes, ensuring all of that. Do we get to see the Senate do any of that? Oversight functions, do we get to see them play that role? Once again, we have to focus on how government is run, because government is for the people, by the people, and of the people. This is hard facts. I am Kalada Korubata. It's almost the bottom of the hour, and I'm looking forward to your contributions right about now. I'm going to the phone lines, 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. WhatsApp number 0809 030 6416. Send me your WhatsApp messages and I'll love to read them. You could also call via WhatsApp, I guess. So once again, the number is 0809 030 6416. Let's get your thoughts looking at the three big stories. It is 3:30 p.m. Good afternoon to you. We're live on Facebook, Nigerian for PH. We are live on YouTube as well, Nigerian for PH. Go to the live stream. You can follow, subscribe. Just comment underneath or in the comment section of that live stream, and let's get your thoughts on X. I was going to say Twitter. On X, we're also active and interactive. Nigerian for PH is the handle. You could also follow me, the Kalada, TheKalada. What are your thoughts on Facebook? Thank God Ability Atwegu says there is no other person to present the divine budget other than Right Honorable Victor Oko-Jumbo budget of divine restoration, he taxed it. Amity Prince says it is now that SIM really started to work as usual. Rivers Governor, I pray that he should get to our church. Okay, all right. I don't get that message, but thank you nonetheless. Is it Ken from Ubumini? Is it Ken? Welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Good afternoon, Kalada.
Yeah, good afternoon, is it Ken?
Kalada, in generality of your subject matter, I think the governor of Rivers State, as a former accountant general, he knew everything concerning finance.
Okay.
And if he should insist in presenting 2025 budget irrespective of the tension of him representing this year's budget. That means he knew exactly what has been happening in the last administration financially. Otherwise, whatever thing that is happening in the presentation of this current budget that he did, now he is talking about next year's budget. Let us watch him, because I believe, according to him, he is careful, he is judicious, he is extremely watching what the opponent or the opposition are about to do. So he knew, or he knows, where the shoe is pinning him.
All right.
I am not talking about immunity here. I am talking about a man who really knew what happened last time, and he is correcting the mistakes.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I've got Ida from Ikoro. Welcome. What is on your mind?
Yeah,
Like to hear.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Whatever time this governor want to talk, we talk about God first. God, without God, we cannot move. I want to thank the governor.
Okay.
And the budget present to Oko-led Assembly, the Speaker of River State. I want to thank him, because River State must move further. Some individual cannot go River State stand still. With God that we are serving, all things are going possible. And River State is going well with projects. What the governor is doing for River State. Canada, I want to also thank Nigerian food for speaking the truth to Nigerians. Thank you very much. God bless you.
All right, thank you very much, Ida from Ikoro. Let's take this call from Clinton. I guess it's calling from Bori, but it's calling via WhatsApp. Let's see, can we take it? Yes, I guess we can. Clinton, can you hear me?
Kalada.
Yes, can you hear me, Clinton?
I can hear you. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. First of all, I should say a happy birthday to you. I saw on Facebook that today's your birthday.
Thank you very much, Kalada. Thank you very much.
All right, let's get to the matter now, yeah?
Kalada, let me start by asking this question. Can we keep doing the same thing and expect a different result? The governor of Rivers State have insisted that he's going to present the budget to Oko-Jumbo, 2025 budget, knowing fully well that the three different judgments have directed him to represent 2024 budget, and you want to present 2025 budget to Oko-Jumbo. Are you not going against the constitution you swore to obey? So I think that the governor should restrain himself and get sound legal advice. Going to present this budget to Oko-Jumbo is like you're fighting the judiciary, which is wrong. When you're on the wrong side of the law, it is always detrimental. Coming back to doling of cash, another 100,000 naira have been given out to another church.
100 million, you mean?
I'm praying that it gets to my church, because my church also needs his donation. Since he has not brought forward a new trend of going to churches to campaign against the rule of law. Thank you very much.
How is that a campaign against the rule of law, Clinton? I don't understand. I would not lie, but I've got to let you go. Your thoughts there. Jude from Omuma. Jude, welcome. What is on your mind? Let's talk, please.
Yeah, the minister from Kano State who said his appointment as a minister is for political reasons. I agree with him. And I'm wondering whether anybody would tell us most of any political appointment that is not for political reason. Particularly here in River State. The one that happened where our son, former Governor Wike, was appointed, or is appointed the minister he is today. It's on political reason. Because he played too smart to get the the president making him successful in River State. And that's why he compensated him by making him a minister. He said he belonged to PDP, but he played very smartly. One leg here, one leg there. And now the president, to compensate him, had to give him that appointment. All the appointments, 75% of political appointments are for political reason or compensation.
All right.
It has not changed.
All right.
So the man is very right, and that's why we are getting it very wrong. We are not getting people who truly qualify for appointments. We just do the appointments to compensate people or for what we intend to get in future. It has always been like that. It has not changed.
Okay.
And we will continue to get it wrong unless we appoint based on qualification and the experience of what people can do. So he's very right here.
All right. Thank you very much, Jude from Omuma. I've got Alioze from Omuma. Alioze, welcome. What is on your mind, please?
Good afternoon, man of the people.
Yeah, good afternoon, Alioze.
Man of the people, Governor presenting 2025.
To present, he hasn't presented. He hasn't presented yet. He intends
yes,
to.
Yes, planning to present.
Yes, intends to.
By the House of Assembly led by Oko-Jumbo. For me, it's a right step because you and I know as a Rivers man you are. We know the shenanigans that played out on the 11th of December 2023 when some persons left the party in which they were elected, swell and affidavit. At the end of the day, they say it's political maneuvering. They never defected. And we know the extant law that bear the consequences of such action they take. So Oko-Jumbo for me is the right House of Assembly in Rivers State, and they should give it a speed hearing and do other accelerated oversight function. Conclusively, man of the people, the appointed minister said his appointment is politically correlated. You see, the reason why I keep on saying it is that we will not get it right in this country until we start to appoint people who has the tenets of a particular ministry they are being posted to or appointed to. How do we expect a man whose primary objective before his appointment is to look for a way to regain Kano back to APC? So it then means that his ministry, everything we'll be doing is centered on how he will use to regain back the Kano, which he has forgotten. That's why he's coming from Kano Central or Kano, what he's calling it. Returning APC to Kano will be determined by Kano's people, not by his appointment. So this his statement should, let more Nigerians to know that all the appointment position, all of them, is based on politics.
All right, Alioze.
Not on the competence of the persons who occupy such office.
Thank you very much. Your 2 minutes is up. Even more. I've got Govt from Rumodumaya. Govt, welcome.
Yes, Kalada. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Govt.
My name is Aiba Govt.
Your time is reading, so go straight to the point, please.
Yes. It is very unfortunate to hear the governor say that he is contemplating, presenting the 2025 budget for Oko-Jumbo. It is very bad because the 2024 budget that he presented is the one that has led us pass it into what we are taking today. If care is not taken, by next month, location will not be released to River State. For that action he took by presenting budget before a 3-month assembly, and he is considering presenting the same budget before these same people. What the court is frowning at, who is advising our governor?
All right.
So I want to tell the governor that he should reconsider his stand and know that Rivers people are expecting him to obey the rule of law in order for our location to be released to Rivers State.
All right then.
It should not continue to exhibit executive rascality. It's not good.
All right.
Break the rule of law.
All right. Thank you very much, God's Power.
Thank you very much, Kalada.
Thank you, God's Power. Okay, let's listen to Zion. Zion is calling via WhatsApp. I hope we can connect. Zion, can you hear me? All right. We missed the call from Zion, but I think Emi Fiaga is also trying to call via WhatsApp. Okay. Wow. All right. So many calls via WhatsApp.
Good afternoon, Kalada.
Yeah, good afternoon, Emmy. Please turn off.
Yeah, this is Emi Fiaga.
Okay, welcome then.
Kalada, I think we live in a constitutional democracy.
Okay.
I'm talking with regard to the budget that the governor is planning to present to a 3-man House of Assembly. If you check section 91 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, it states that a House of Assembly shall consist of not less than 24 members and not more than 40 members.
River State has got a peculiar situation where there is the argument as to whether 27 of those lawmakers are lawmakers.
See, Kalada, if you go by events, Oko-Jumbo declared himself a speaker on the 30th of October 2023.
Was that Oko-Jumbo?
At that time, there was no issue of defection. There was no issue of division within them. They were all PDP members, right?
Was that
and even
Oko-Jumbo
it was even on
Edison?
suspension. So if you go by the constitutional provision, section 96 says you must form a quorum before you can even transact the business of the house. So if by section 92 of the same 1999 constitution states how a speaker should emerge, and you didn't meet the criteria, you didn't meet the requirement to be called a speaker, and at the end of you proclaim yourself a speaker, and you say I will stand, even when there was no division, as at the day you proclaim yourself a speaker. So is that now a banana practices?
All right.
We live in.
The connection was lost. I don't know why. The calls keep dropping. But let's listen to Isaiah from Bugum. Isaiah, welcome.
Kalada, good day.
Yes.
1 Corinthians 4:4. And the God of this world has blinded the eyes of many. You see, when we stay on the side of the opposite, most times it makes us not see clearly. You understand? My brother, I want to say that the governor presenting the budget, you can see that the governor knows the antics of the enemies of the state. And that is why he's not moved. Because all the judgment that would have settled all the scores is that of the issue of defection. And then you can, from there, begin to correct every other. Once that judgment is handed down, every other area will be.
But Isaiah, you've raised a very good point. There is the issue, and the judgment has not been handed down. So do you think both parties are right in whatever steps they're taking, the governor or the, what's it called now? Yet again, the calls keep dropping. I do not know why. I've got Chima from Mumukuta. Chima, welcome.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Canada.
Yeah, welcome, Chima.
From what I am seeing and from what the governor is doing, I believe the governor is acting on the street. And he's enjoying all these things. This whole calamity, all these guys is enjoying it. Because he believes that he's having a cheap support from the people that are ignorant. And I believe, again, the governor is abusing immunity. Because I know what it means that if you do not adhere to court law, I know that you will be jailed. But because it's the governor, he has immunity, people will arrest him and what he's doing here.
All right.
And I also understand that he's enjoying the freedom he has as an executive body, that nobody will check him. So that's why he donates the money how he wants it. But now that we're standing, we know that society is going to take its course. And we know that the law will totally emanate. So what am I saying in essence is that let the government don't go and shit on top of them in those shit before.
No, we don't use such languages on air, Chim. I'm sorry, I've got to let you go. I've got Zion. Zion is calling from Jerry, I guess. Zion, welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon to you, Kalada.
Yeah, good afternoon.
The governor of the state, Governor Sumaya Fubara, should go ahead and present the 2025 budget to Oko-Jumbo led assembly. The state will not go on a hold because of one man. As I'm speaking to you now,
the calls keep dropping. I do not know why. The calls keep dropping. But yeah, I think I'm going to take one last, and then I would go to the phone lines. Well, let's listen to this one now. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
I'm fine. Oh, the Obina is my name.
Okando Obina, welcome.
You see, I don't know any other thing the governor would do than presenting the budget to the Oko-Jumbo led House of Assembly. As a matter of fact, Martin Amewule and his friends are just simply Abuja boys. The governor is a governor who is determined to move the state forward. And he has to work with people who will carry his vision along. What then is the essence of governance apart from for the people, not for the godfathers? We have seen the activities of the Amewule boys. They are only for their godfather. Those who are supporting democracy should support the governor. If we are running a constitutional democracy as they have said, what does the Constitution say about a lawmaker who defects from his party to another party? I think that is where we should start. For me, the governor is in the right direction. Let him go ahead to present the budget to the Oko-Jumbo led government, House of Assembly members.
All right, then. All right.
Thank you and God bless you.
All right, thank you very much for your thoughts there, Okwando Obina. It's good to hear from you. But let's now come to messages. Let's look at messages. Nicholas Erasmus says, "Greetings, Canada. The plan presentation of Oko-Jumbo led assembly by." Well, I think you missed a lot of things in your hurry to type. Well, you said the planned presentation of budget to the Oko-Jumbo led assembly by Governor Fubara. I think it is in the right direction. The 2024 budget is already finished. However, I don't like the continuous donations to the churches. If it is necessary, it must not be more than 5 million, I think you meant to say. All right, let's look at this one. This one says, "Good afternoon, Canada. Rivers people should be told that there is only one House of Assembly in Rivers State led by Mr. Jumbo. You can defect and turn around and call it a political gimmick. Pastor Smart, Port Harcourt, Pastor Smart. The matter is in court. We'll wait for the courts to decide. Not on the show. Not on the show once again." Okay, let's come here. This one says, "Hello, KDB. The Rivers State government planning to present the 2025 state budget. It is in the right direction. This state must move forward and let those who are on the other divide, let them bite their fingers in shame," I think you meant to say. And now from other judge, I think you need to look at your message and retype. Well, this one says, "I am Walex, Governor Fubara." He said, must not present. Okay, he said Governor Fubara was not present at the event, whereas Chief of Staff represented him and delivered a speech on his behalf. I believe the governor and his Chief of Staff are simply testing the waters to see reactions. This is a governor that is on appeal on two fronts. One at the Supreme Court, appealing the Court of Appeal judgment asking him to represent the budget to a larger assembly led by Martin Amewule, and the other at the Court of Appeal challenging the withholding of state allocations. Yet he's saying he's going to present a 2025 appropriation bill to a three-man assembly. This is why the Court of Appeal described his action as a joke taken too far. Does he realize the effect of his intended action on his pending appeals? From four-man assembly to three-man assembly, maybe next year it could be two. What the governor should be fighting for is to transfer legislative business to National Assembly and not the three-man assembly he pocketed in his government house. All right, Alex, thank you very much. Thank you for your thoughts there. Let's quickly look at all the messages. And this one says, "Good afternoon again, God's people." Say, "Good afternoon again, God's people. Governorship See, governorship has to continue. It must not stand still. So therefore, governor should go and present new budget to his preferred House of Assembly. Pastor Lushola Rotimi in Igboiche. And this one says, greetings, there is no other person to present the divine budget. I think I've read that. Thank God, ability. Thank you very much. And this one says, good afternoon, Mr. Canada. Indeed, Governor Sims coming as the governor of River State is divine. River State is too big for one man to swallow. All right, thank you for your thoughts there. This one says, I think Ida from Inkoro referred to your thoughts. Let's take other messages. This one says, good afternoon, Canada. Governor Simfabara, if you ask me, must continue with the Oko-Jumbo led assembly. The devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. If not, that we are not serious as a people. On Martin and Mewule's defection, President Tinubu boasted that APC have gotten some new babies. They can still go to court to get a judgment so that the 2025 budget will not be presented. Odimegu Sonny Didia from Omerelu. All right, let's come here. This one says Governor Simfabara is preparing to present 2025 budget to Victor Oko-Jumbo, which is commendable and fervent for a thorough democracy, you meant to say. You see, I like the fact that the governor is being focused on governing River State, notwithstanding his political enemies. River State resources belong to Rivers people and not to an individual who wants to milk us for his personal purpose. Adonis Opuene from Port Harcourt. Please, when you're typing, try your best to type correctly so that I can read correctly as well, because it is a struggle reading some of the messages. This one says, please, Governor Fubara should focus on the welfare of Rivers indigents. He should pay monthly bursary to Rivers indigents in tertiary institutions like Akwa Ibom State Governor Umar Eno is doing. He should repeal the obnoxious pension law where ex-governors and deputies are still benefiting humongously from resources of the state. He should borrow relief from Governor Alex Oti of Abia State. Governor Alex Oti of Abia State was represented by his chief of staff during the anniversary and did not make any donation. He should pay monthly allowance to Rivers elders from 55 years old and above who are genuinely unemployed. He should fix the public schools and employ teachers. He should fix the roads in Oigbo, Umebule, Ikwere Ngo, Igoeche, Rumukrusi, especially pipeline areas, Ogoni Axis, Auda areas, etc., and stop being Father Christmas with Rivers resources. He should attend to the needs of flood victims in the state. He should make life meaningful for Rivers indigents. Noble comrade from Rabisi Kingdom. All right, your thoughts there. Let's come here. This one says, yes, I've been told that the Supreme Court judgment has been scheduled. We'll talk about that later, but not now. This one says, good day, Mr. K. Batabo. The River State political upheaval marks a start of a new era where this will take River State to higher levels and put things in order. As for the 2025 budget, this is a step in the right direction, and I believe the 2025 budget will address most of the tangible problems in River State. Governor Fubara was sent to liberate River State, put smiles on the civil servants and Rivers people. I want to attack Clinton West with that one. And let's come here. This one says, Governor Simfabara is right to present the 2025 budget to Honorable Oko-Jumbo, led House of Assembly. Sir Ken from RJIP. Sir Ken, thank you. And this one says, the court has not helped us. What is stopping, I think you meant to say, the Supreme Court from ruling on the matter if they have defected or not? You're first a student before becoming a graduate. The moment you fail the test as a student, you cannot become a graduate or a student. Maxwell, I don't know which one you chose to write there. Well, thank you, Maxwell. This one says Governor Sim should present his budget to any of the assembly he wishes. He should pray that he's not making mistakes because his supporters will run away when it backfires. Precious Wopurum from Omagua. All right, Precious, your thoughts there. This one says, on Governor Fubara doling out millions to churches, it is a monumental waste. Why not activate the scholarship scheme initiated by Amechi? The Yoruba are good educationally because their leaders make education a priority. Imagine there was continuity in the Amechi scholarship scheme. River State cannot be held all state when members defect, and their seats declared vacant. Governor Fubara should continue to do the needful until the judiciary is free from the grip of Ovia Chris. I can't read further, but thank you nonetheless. Let's come so many messages, I would say. This one says section 96 subsection 2 says if objection is taken by any member of the House of Assembly present that they are present in the House beside the person presiding, fewer than 1/3 of all the members. I don't get that part. If objection is taken by any member of a House of Assembly present that they are present in that House besides the person presiding, fewer than 1/3 of all the members. The issue is, has any member of the Assembly raised the objection? Have we also forgotten that after the 2015 election, Tribunal sacked 23 Rivers State lawmakers, and the then Speaker Adams Dabo Turudima refused to swear in Honorable Victoria Nyeche. The Assembly went to nine members. They worked from December 2015 till December 2016 when rerun polls finally held because no one raised any objections. Text from Oibo is making an argument there. This one says, I wonder how people refuse to understand why Governor Fubara will present 2025 budget to Oko-Jumbo instead of Ameole Group. They defected in order to impeach him but failed. Have you wondered what would have been if Fubara had presented the 2024 budget to Ameole before they defected? By now they will not have hand anywhere to be fighting. Fubara would not present 2025 budget to them as well, rather to the Oko-Jumbo who are with him and working with him, not against him. Uche Wachuku from Mboba. Okay, that's your argument there. This one says there are so many interconnecting roads that are bad in River State. Giving money to different churches is not the best at the moment. Fixing infrastructure should be paramount. Donald from Igruta. That's his own argument there. All right. MFIAG, I think we've already heard your what's it called, submission. Let's come here so we can read another message. And this one says, in legislative business, there shall be no vacuum. Hence, the Ameole and his boys have gone for good. The remaining Oko-Jumbo and his lawmakers, no matter their number, takes on affairs of the House. Kelvin Yobu Frank in the diaspora. Okay, all right. My time is up. I tried to read all the messages. This one says we are yet to realize that democracy depends on the will and the participation of the people, not the leadership, and ensure the right people are on the democratic system to effectively follow the tenets of democracy, governance for the development of our nation. In the present capacity, it is highly regrettable and worrisome due to poor leadership approach. Let there be change in our behavior and obey the rule of law. Jimbo Baraye Caribou Nelson from a good town with that one. And this one says, where is it now? It says we have only one Rivers State. We have only one Rivers House of Assembly led by Victor Oko-Jumbo. 2025 budget presentation to Right Honorable Victor Oko-Jumbo is in order. Mordecai Owaji Ogak got time texting from Ataba in Andoni. And finally, this one says, I'm a great supporter of Governor Sim, but he should stop donating our money to religious bodies. Escobar with that one. All right, I would have to step on the break now. It's time for the business update. Please do stay tuned.